In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take one image and turn it into 12 different camera shots for free using ChatGPT. Right, so diving into this, the first thing you want to do is create one of these sort of 3x3 contact sheets. For this, we are actually going to be using Google Gemini, but the reason why I wanted to make the main video about ChatGPT is because you can actually do all of the stuff for free, whereas Google Gemini, if you're not on the Pro plan, I think you get 4 free generations on Nano Banana Pro, and Nano Banana, the normal model, just doesn't do character consistency very well. But no matter what plan you are, including the free one on ChatGPT, you should get access to the GPT 1.5 model, and it can do reference images. However, what I found for this contact sheet, it was better to use Nano Banana Pro, so we'll be using that. So basically what we're doing here is we're using this prompt, and I'll put this in the description, to basically analyze our reference image. So this is the reference image here, and it can be anything. It can have a person in it. It doesn't not necessarily need a person in it. It's just your starting reference image that you want to create lots of camera shots around. And what basically we're asking it to do is essentially analyze it, understand the elements in it, and put it into a 3x3 cinematic contact sheet like this. I'll just show you, I did do it for both of them, and if you look in the GPT one, it just didn't handle the faces here, bit of inconsistencies. The Nano Banana Pro handled it very well with inside Google Gemini. You can also use like platforms like FreePic or Higgsfield, but I just want to show how you can achieve this for free without any paid subscriptions. So yeah, you should be able to do that in Google Gemini. You get 4 free generations a day on Pro, and if you don't manage to manage it, then you can just do it another day. You could also do other ones as well. I said I need more detailed shot of the shoes because when I started generating, it wasn't doing the shoes correctly. And I've got another contact sheet for the shoes. You could do it for other pieces of clothing. You could do it for the house. You could do it for as many things as you want if you find that there are still inconsistencies in the generation. Right, and so once we've got our grid there, we need to now create our prompts. I did this in ChatGPT on 5.2 thinking, and basically what I did was I actually got it to give me a prompt to write the prompt to generate the images, if that makes sense. So I said, I need you to give me a really detailed prompt that looks at this image and basically gives, I'm voice noting this by the way, gives me 12 different camera shots / angles based on the reference image. So I'm going to put this image in and I'm going to put in the prompt that you're going to create for me. I need lots of varying angles and shots. It's going to output as prompts in 9:16 ratio shot on a Sony high-end camera. I don't know what it is, you can find one. Very just like, you know, whatever. This, I like to voice note, like this is me just really starting the process of this whole process. And what it gave me was these. So essentially it gave me a master prompt to, with the reference image of the 3x3, to then get prompts for the camera angle to then put with the images. So it now says you are generating text prompts, analyze the provided reference images and output exactly 12. The thing is, you don't even need to do all of this. You could just upload this reference image and just say, hey, give me 12 detailed prompts varying the camera and shot and angle size. I've done that before, one sentence, and it will do just as, not as great a job, but it'll still give you prompts. We're just trying to get different shots and angles here. Right, so anyway, once we have got this, we then just go into, again, Gemini or ChatGPT. I'm just flicking between them here. It's just easier for me whilst I'm screen recording. I then put the prompt in here. You're generating, analyze the Friday, So it's, again, it's analyzing that, and then it's outputting now. Here are 12 different prompts here. I didn't find they were that creative, so I went back and said I want them to be more creative. Basically put the prompt back in, I got 12 more, and you can just keep going back and forth here. There's no limit. So I've got lots of prompts. I've got 24 prompts here, all different shots, angles, and all we're then simply going to do is we're going to go into ChatGPT. We're going to upload the reference images and we're going to just put in our prompt. I was actually doing this in GPT and Gemini as well, just so I could show you a bit of comparison. So that's the Google Gemini one, that's the GPT one. Not too bad, you know. We can be really specific about details here. You might say the numbers here are a bit better. If we look at the continuity of the house, I would say not too bad, pretty good. Gemini Pro, pretty decent. GPT also decent. I then started putting in some different ones here. I'm just basically, as I said, going down this list, copying and pasting the prompt, go into GPT down here, copy and pasting the prompt on the plus, create image. I'm then just going to add the files. Those are my 2 like contact sheets, and then I just hit generate. I find that you need to upload them again within the chat, otherwise it won't do it. Sometimes I find that it's best to just start a new chat, especially in Gemini as well. But if we just look at those ones that was comparing, it's the Gemini one, it's the GPT one, not too bad. continuity in the face is questionable on the GPT one. Sometimes you could probably fix that by just uploading a closer, larger shot of the face, if that makes sense. You've got the same shot here. Like you can see there's not a huge amount of difference. Obviously, they're different because they're different image models. But as I said, GPT, completely free, can still generate decent looking images. I think that was the one with that one. Yeah, it was. And then for some reason, Google Gemini, this is where I said sometimes it's best to start a new chat. I put in the images and the prompt, and then that's just not quite right. Whereas GPT has nailed that. And then you can see it's doing it again here. So I actually just started a new chat. And there you go. You've got basically the same prompt there. I'm not sure that the height of the guy looks questionable there. Just GPT one came out quite nice actually. And these were like my more creative prompts where I was asking for sort of just a wider variety of like angles and shots, because the first ones were just a bit boring. They were just like medium shot, wide, full body. They were just basically like the guy just stood on the lawn in different, and the camera just at different positions, which is kind of what I asked for. But then I was like, can you just make these more creative, as I did? And then it just gave me way more creative shots in terms of where the camera is, positioning, etc. Just waiting for that to load. And so if we just take a couple of more here, overhead geometry, camera looks almost straight down the subject standing on the lawn. And so actually if I just go in here and I say, can you give me some aerial shots, just to get some, like, I like those ones with the top down. They just look quite cool. It's not too bad there. Golden hour portrait. Not sure I like the quality of that. You will find if you download them, it comes in better quality. GPT, I find the quality is okay. It's definitely better to use it within ChatGPT to get the best quality. All right, let's just try this one as the first one. So we go in here, add the photos and files, paste those in, create image, and there we go. And then if we do this within Gemini, let's just upload files. Very similar sort of workflow and UI process here. Just selecting image, selecting the two image references, and select that. They'll both then generate the images within inside them, and you can just keep repeating this process until you've got 12 or 15 or 20 or 30 images of different angles that you like. Some of them will be good, some of them won't be good. It takes a little bit of trial and error. Sometimes the continuity will be there, sometimes it won't be there. If you're finding that it's consistently getting the same thing wrong, then just work on finding some closer up images of that thing that is getting wrong and upload those as well with the contact sheet. So maybe it's the shoes like I showed at the start, or it's the house in the background. Just upload some more reference images of that, and it will hold the continuity a lot better if you find that it's consistently getting it wrong. So if we look at the Nano Banana Pro one here that finished first, this is just a top-down shot. I really like that shot. It is a little bit blurry there. I probably, if I downloaded it, it would look a bit better, but I think that's quite a cool shot, and it seems to have done that right. Based off of my contact sheet there, you can see obviously the sweater, even just the patterns quite right there, which sometimes they used to get wrong because it hasn't, you can't really see much of it, but the shoes look good as well. And then the brown thing at the front. All right, and then now you can see the GPT one is loaded. Not exactly the same, but pretty good as well. Continuity is there. The pattern, shoes looking good. Like you can see that GPT is doing a pretty decent job at maintaining character consistency with clothing. The face is pretty good, and well worth trying out if you haven't got a subscription to any of the other platforms or Gemini. You know, everybody has access to GPT 1.5. So yeah, more than usable with these contact sheets, which, as I said at the start, I think it's better to create those in Nano Banana Pro because that's just what I found worked better, but maybe you might find that you could get one created in GPT. But yeah, that was the video. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully it gave you some ideas of how to get some good character consistency or consistency in general between images in the same scene. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If not, have a great week and I will see you in the next video.